When you're in prison, you need money for things. You'll still need money for things beyond just stamps and phone calls. Although phone calls are probably the biggest expense in prison, but you'll still need money for things. But as it pertains to one parish, one prisoner, focus on the relationship while they're incarcerated and not let money cloud or I don't want to say poison that relationship, but it certainly could. It certainly could. And honestly, save it, because upon release, that's when it's really going to be needed. That's when it's really going to be important.
So when our releasing friend was still incarcerated, there were people who wanted to give money, put money in his account for this or that or the other, whatever. And my prior training and the training from the One Parish, One Prisoner team both resonated to say no. And I would put the brakes on and I would say, we don't want to create dependency. We don't want to create a relationship that's predicated around money. We want to create a relationship that's predicated around mutual support, mutual love, and mutual respect.
The reason why I would say to not volunteer or fall into the solicitation of someone wanting you to put money on their books or buy them things is just that, one, it creates an expectation. So now, once you've opened that door, the individual inside is going to then potentially expect. And if for some reason you aren't able to fulfill that expectation, you may feel guilt, you may feel the need to go above and beyond. I would say that if you want to help that person, maybe get with the team, and the team could collectively say, hey, it's Christmas time, let's get our person a package. And so that it's a group effort and not an individual effort. Because one thing will be stamps, J-Pay stamps, and also telephone communication. It would be good if a team effort, if the team were to establish a protocol for saying, okay, once a month, we're gonna make sure that we have funds on the phone so that he can call members of the team, because you can put money on his account so that he can call his loved ones and or he can call you. And it will be up to him how he manages that money. But you don't want to just be blindly throwing money, because then, as I said, it creates an expectation. And now this individual has the expectation that that's what this relationship is about. It's a way for me, it's a means for me to now provide myself with financial security, which has nothing to do with reentry at that portion. Financial security has everything to do with the reentry as the individual releases and once he's in the community, but it has nothing when you're inside.
When it comes to money, it's a little bit tricky, because I think that some of the people, that's how they see the world, is transactional. There was one person on our team who all of the requests for money went through and then came to the team, and then the team made decisions about how to share resources with Joe Ray while he was in prison.
You want to think about reentry costs for the individual. Driver's license, cell phone, a way for the individual to communicate, transportation, whether or not the individual has fines that's holding up the license. And one of the other biggest expenses is going to be clothing for work. Some jobs even require that you initially have money, whether if you want to be a flagger or if you want to get in the union, there's an initiation fee. It would be wise for the team to together begin to plan for that.
I am glad to know that the money that we raise through the One Parish, One Prisoner fundraisers and things like that for our local team, that they are focused on helping him to get all of those fines, all of those LFOs taken care of when he gets out, so that he's able to be back and be part of society in a way that isn't putting undue pressure on him financially.
The brothers from OPOP accumulated donations to help me for my rent for like the next 6 months. Yeah, from the minute I left the work release program, I'm good till August, because when they told me, listen, we have some shekels in the pot. That's what Bro Joe said, because he's Irish. You know, he's Irish, and he's like, we have some shekels in the pot for you. I'm like, what are shekels, you know? I'm thinking like, is he talking about Lucky Charms? We got some cereal for me? He's like, no, money. I go, what? He says, man, he's like, I don't know how much it is. I'm just letting you know that you're gonna be okay. Like, your rent will be paid, or if you wanna buy a car. These guys were willing to put that effort to help get money donated for me. For me.